All right, class. So we just got done reading the book Lesson Zero. And can anyone tell me what the main character Perry was saving his money for? Yes, a new scooter. But he had to borrow money from people. And every time he borrowed money from people, what happened? Yes, he had less than zero. Now, does anybody know what that is called when you have less than zero? What those numbers are called? Yes, they are called negative numbers. So Perry learns to realize that he should not borrow any money from his friends because he already has below zero. He has negative numbers, and that's not good. And the mathematical concept that we're learning about is adding and subtracting and negative numbers. And the book teaches us that when you take away more than you have less than zero, which is what? Yes, negative numbers. Now, can anyone tell me what Perry does every time he gains clams or loses clams? Do you guys remember? Yes, he graphs it. So every time he gains a clam, he puts it on his graph, and every time he loses a clam, he puts it on the graph just so he remembers. So for this center activity, we are going to get on our feet and we're going to walk. So behind me, there's a number line with numbers from -10 to 10. And what we're going to do is we're going to stand in a line, and there will be a pile of cards in an envelope, which I have right here. And there's numbers taped on the floor. So the next person in line is going to randomly pick a card from here, and the student in front of them is going to demonstrate the problem through walking on the number line. So whatever the answer is, whatever they get, they're going to have to walk to that number on the number line. And the student who asked the question is going to flip the card over and see if they got it right. And if they did, that's great. We're going to move on to the next person. But if they didn't, we're going to work together as a group and we're going to get that answer correct. So here at Center 1, we have a number line from numbers 10 to -10. So the first question in the envelope states, Sammy has $3. She borrows $6 from her dad to buy a new basketball. How many dollars does she have now, and how many dollars does she need to pay her dad back? So here we have student 1, and we're going to talk her through it, and we're going to read the question slowly so she has time to think. So the first part says, Sammy has $3. So what number are you going to walk to?
3.
Good. The next question says, she borrows $6 from her dad to buy a new basketball. So how many steps are you going to take?
6.
Good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm at -3.
Okay. So how many steps is it going to take for you to get back to 0? Because we can't have a negative number.
3.
Good. So let's see that.
1, 2, 3.
So now how many dollars do you have to pay your dad back?
3.
Good. Now that you got the question right, you're going to walk back in line and you're going to ask the next student in line the next question. So this activity relates directly to the book because they both show the relationship of when we gain and when we lose certain amounts. And also, the math problems on the cards are similar to the ones that Perry from the book has experienced.